There are stories that make us laugh, some that make us cry, and some that make us think about the years we lost in silence. This story is about a son who couldn't forgive his mother, and a mother who loved him too much to explain. My name is Daniel Reed, and for 20 years, I refused to speak to my mother. I grew up in a small town outside Des Moines. My mother, Ellen, was a nurse, strong, quiet, the kind of woman who never complained, even when life did its best to break her. Dad left when I was 10. Mom said it was for the best, but even as a boy, I felt she was hiding something. She worked long nights at the hospital, missed birthdays, missed ball games, and every time I asked why, she'd just say, "Someday you'll understand, Danny." But someday never came. When I turned 18, I found a letter tucked behind a drawer in her desk. It was from my father, dated the week before he left. His words hit me like thunder. "Ellen, you made your choice. You chose your job over me, over Daniel. Don't call me again." I remember my hands shaking. All my life I thought my father abandoned us. But that letter, it told me something different. In my anger, I confronted her that night. "You let him go. You pushed him away." She whispered, "Danny, it's not that simple." But I didn't let her speak. I packed a bag and left the next morning. I thought I was walking toward freedom, but really, I was walking away from the truth. 20 years passed. I built a life, a job in Chicago, a marriage, then a divorce. Every Christmas, my mother sent a card. No guilt, no begging, just, "I love you, always." Mom, I never replied. Then, one winter morning, a phone call came. It was from a nurse, Mom's hospital. "Mr. Reed, I'm sorry. Your mother's condition has worsened. She'd like to see you." It felt like ice down my spine. I told her I'd think about it, but I didn't go. 2 weeks later, another call. The same nurse. Her voice trembled. "She passed peacefully last night. She left something for you. A journal." A week later, a small brown package arrived. Inside, a worn leather notebook, her handwriting on the first page, "For Daniel." When you're ready to listen for the first time in years, I wanted to hear her voice. I began to read, page after page. Her words poured out, quiet and steady. She wrote about the night my father left, how she'd been working double shifts, not for money, but to pay for his surgery. He had a heart condition. He refused treatment. She hid the truth from me, and from him, because she believed saving his life was worth his anger. Then came the line that broke me. I told him I loved him, but he thought I loved my work more. When he left, I let him believe it, because the truth would only hurt him worse. And Daniel, I stayed silent, because I wanted you to remember your father kindly. I sat there for hours, reading the life of a woman I never truly knew. Every page was a confession, not of sin, but of sacrifice. At the end of the journal, I found one last entry. "If he never forgives me, that's all right. As long as he knows one day that I loved him, every hour, every breath." The next morning, I drove to our old house, the one she never sold. A neighbor saw me and walked over. Her name was Mrs. Carter. She'd known my mother for decades. "Daniel," she said softly, "your mother talked about you every day. She even kept paying the hospital bills for people who couldn't afford it. That's how she lost the house." My heart sank. I realized then, all those years I thought she'd chosen work over family. She'd been helping others survive. I walked through the empty rooms. On her nightstand lay a small box. Inside, my father's old watch and a note, "Time heals, but only if you let it. That was the day I forgave her, and somehow, I think she forgave me too. Sometimes the truth speaks, only after silence. If you've ever held on to anger, if there's someone you've stopped calling, don't wait for silence to teach you what love already knows. Call them, write them, forgive them, or let them forgive you. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please leave a comment below, share your thoughts, or a story of your own. And don't forget to subscribe for more true emotional stories about life, forgiveness, and the lessons we learn, sometimes too late. See you in the next story.